Hello YouTube, welcome back to another game of Starcraft 2. This is going to be game number 3 between Ukraine and Finland. Let's jump straight into it. Now our two players here is going to be a Zerg versus Protoss. Let's introduce them. On the top right hand side here of Dusk Towers we are going to have Welmu. He is currently teamless and he's representing Finland. And our Zerg player here, Acer is Bly on Team Acer. And he is from Ukraine. So let's see how this game plays out. It's going to be very interesting. I've done so many Legacy of the Void casts lately. And Starcraft 2 is just... it's such a game that develops pretty much all the time. So strategies that we might have seen at the start of this tournament might already be outdated. Or somebody found something a bit better than that. So definitely something that I'm going to be watching over the next weeks or so, because it is always interesting to see what's going on. Now it looks like Welmu getting a little bit cautious here. Generally you don't see an early probe this early. I mean, he sent that out pretty much straight away. So he's obviously expecting some sort of early aggression. Now looking at this, he's going to see the timing. He's going to realize, okay, so the pool is not going to be done at about, 1 minute 20 or so. It's going to be done probably about 2 minutes or so, which is quite standard for a pool timing. Now, I assume he saw that. Oh, he didn't actually spot the hatchery. That's quite interesting. So, funny enough, he's probably going to think, okay, something is going on here. I mean, he's seen the pool. He knows that it's late. But he doesn't quite see that, that there's a hatchery there. So, once he comes up here, he is probably going to spot that away. But we'll, of course, see about that. Looks like double gas coming down from Welmu, so that's definitely quite interesting. So it's going to be interesting to see if we're going to see either an early robotics facility or if we're going to see a Stargate. Now looking at that, the hatchery did indeed get spotted. So at this point Welmu was like, I see, okay, so I didn't spot it the first time, but there it is. No, wow. Did you just see that? Look at the way that's a bit darker. He runs right past this drone, but never actually spots it. Welmu going for a second building to block this off. I have to say, it's actually a gateway, which is a bit of a more expensive building to put down here. But wow, that is crazy. Building another building there just to basically deny the ability to double expand. So he's definitely interested in basically putting Bly under control right now. He does not want Bly to do anything here. Now very good control here from Welmu with the Zealot, managing to pretty much prevent the Zealot from letting anything in. Now by the time they break through this, the Zealot will be able to clean pretty much all of them up. And wow, look at that. Actually not even losing the Zealot. He has 4 health remaining. This is some brilliant play. I have to commend Welmu here. I've seen a lot of his games recently. Probably about 6 or 7. And my god, this dude has been doing so well. Absolutely amazing gameplay from him. On top of that, he's also taken out a lot of top rank players. And as I said, this dude is teamless. Which is just... It's beyond me how this dude is teamless. Maybe he is not great in tournaments or something, or maybe he just gets I don't know, nervous when he goes to like live events or something like that, offline tournaments otherwise known as. But honestly, I'm a little bit baffled by how this dude is teamless, because from what I've seen over the previous maybe 15-20 games, this dude is very good. And that probe is still hanging around. Now, Welmu going for his own base. Now notice that Bly's hatchery has actually not completed yet, so the Nexus here is going to be just a little bit late. I think that the play here that Welmu pulled off was absolutely beautiful. It was definitely worth the sacrifice of minerals that he's made. He obviously sacrificed a full pylon, and I believe he cancelled that warp gate. I honestly don't think that he would let that sit there and get destroyed. Now funny enough, he's gone for 4 gases, so the Stargate did indeed come up. I didn't actually call it out earlier, so it did come up and looks like he's making phoenixes out of it. Now, the way I see it recently, phoenixes, the main purpose of them is actually to deny vision for overlords. Reason for that is, if you saw that Runes of Serra's game with Bly, he done something upwards of 10 to 15 Nidus networks in one game. It was a Runes of Serra's game, but it was insane. Funny enough, it ended up costing him the game, but my god, that game was crazy. I mean, the Overlord vision was not denied. It was versus a Terran, so of course no Phoenixes on the map, but there was no Viking put out or anything like that to deny the vision, and it was just havoc. It was just such havoc going down the whole time. Now Welmu's going to spot this fourth expansion coming out here very, very early, so that's quite good for him. There's also Spore Crawlers already on the map, so not going to be able to do much. One Phoenix gets killed off as well, so probably not going to do much with these Phoenixes from now on. Looks like he's still continuing on with this one. But of course, as you can see, there's no more vision from the Overlords. Now, the one thing with Phoenix is, even if you don't do that much damage, they're actually quite good for scouting afterwards. So they're very fast. In fact, I'm pretty sure that they are the fastest unit in the game. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they are. I don't actually see it here, but it's like a 6.93 speed or something like that. It's pretty huge anyways. They're slightly faster than Mutalisks, which means that they're slightly faster than Zerglings. Hellions are not as fast as Zerglings, so that makes these by default faster as well. So yeah, honestly I think that the only thing that really beats them is a medevac with the boost, but obviously that boost doesn't really last that long. So let's see, Acer Bly's... Acer Bly, I tend to call him by his full name, but Bly's army supply is actually doubling that of Welmu, and that's considering the fact that he's got 4 Phoenixes here, just wasting supply against these roaches. So obviously this is all spotted. At this point, oh, look at all these gateways being thrown down. Let's look at the updates quickly. It looks like Zealot Legs and Glider Prostitution up. Force Field's going down. This Immortal is going to start to do work onto these roaches, but there's so many roaches here, they're going to just absolutely decimate that Immortal. Not before doing, of course, a bit of damage as well. Now, is Bly going to, or is Welmu going to be able to hold on here? I honestly don't know. That pylon, actually beautiful timing to destroy that. Going to be basically denying a bunch of gateways here. And this is looking absolutely nasty right now. 10 probes already taken out at this point. This push from Bly is like, choo choo, let me the hell through here, because you ain't stopping this no matter what. 18 probes already destroyed for this, and he's continuing on with this push. Oh my god, he's got Tunneling Claws and he's got Burrow. So there you go, continuing on. Now just to note as well, he will be able to regenerate health when he burrows. So this Void Ray finally going to be here to clean this up. And Void Rays are actually very good against roaches as well. Now I don't know if he's sacrificing this or not. Looks like there is a drop going down here in the base as well, so doing a bit of damage of his own. Looks like Zealots and Adepts in total. And this push is just relentlessly continuing. There's more and more reinforcements being streamed in here for Bly, and oh my god, there's so much damage here at this point. Now just to note, there's 16 probes or drones taken out here already for Bly, so Welmu is doing good counterattack damage. The only thing that I have to say is Welmu's production capability is absolutely diminished right now. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 underpowered gateways. That is going to be ridiculously difficult. And look at the amount of probes going down here. This is ridiculous. I actually cannot believe how much stuff is going down here. 30 probes for 28 drones. This is the biggest amount of drones workers overall that I've seen taken out in such a short space of time. It's like a base trade full on. The hype train is continuing on here. These roaches looks like they're interested in taking out the Nexus here. I don't actually think that they will be able to. Oh, look at that Burrow actually going down. And looks like they distracted the other enemies or the other units. Now, oh my god, this is going to be so close right here. Just a little bit of health. And the Nexus gets sniped. Wow, well done, Bly. Holy shit. Eep. Yeah, so there we go. This drop is also continuing on here, as you can see. Not doing anything particularly right now, but oh my god, look at all these roaches and this one Ravager taking out a second Nexus here. Honestly, I'm starting to think that there's not much that Welmu can do at this point. I think he's lost far too much stuff here, you know, to this roach aggression. As you can see here, more and more drones and probes being taken out. A total already 65 probes and 46 drones. So so much damage. Looks like Bly has actually somewhat got this under control at this point. But the question is, when is Welmu gonna GG out? I mean, look at that. The supply is favoring Bly. The worker count, I don't even think I need to say it. 3 for 43. 40 supply difference on workers. It's absolutely insane. So honestly, I don't know if Welmu knows how far behind he is right now. But that roaching timing push, wow, that was amazing. So much damage with that. Okay, and just a few zealots remaining now at this point. Now, where are the workers for Welmu? I actually don't even know where they are. So much damage going on. There we go. The Voider is actually coming down here. So he obviously thinks that he can pull this off. And we're going to see how this works out. I mean, there's 30 supply for him. He does have 2 Voiders and a few Phoenixes. It's very difficult for Bly to actually deal with this. But he is throwing down anti-air at the same time. So all he really needs to do is just turtle enough to basically do enough damage here. As you can see, 0 probes now remaining for Welmu. So at this point, either he's destroying the base with this, or he loses. Now there's a lot of Spore Crawlers going down here. Bly knows that this is all that Welmu's got. He has an Overlord inside the enemy base. He knows that this is roughly what's there. This one hatchery getting taken out. Void Ray getting lost here. Now every unit that Bly can take out here is absolutely crucial. Losing a Void Ray to 1 Queen was a little bit sloppy. I know that he's about to kill a hatchery here, but Bly still has units. He still has mining. And he's got 2 more hatcheries remaining as well. So there we go. Zerglings run on in here. And there we go. Bly or Welmu finally GGing out. And there we go, Welmu takes game number 3. This brings up Ukraine to a 2-1 score against Finland. Okay, and that's pretty much it for game number 3. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please leave it a thumbs up if you did. Of course, smash that like button. And I will see you guys in game number 4. Now, just a quick reminder, the question of the series is, how do you feel about Marine and Siege Tank pushes? Do you think they're overpowered? Do you think they're ridiculous? Do you think they're cheesy? What do you think about them? Leave it in the comments below. I will respond to pretty much all of them, hopefully. And that's it. See you guys in the next video. Good luck. Take care. Bye bye.